Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very warm welcome to 471 Papanui Road, and more importantly, the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. By way of introduction, my name's Chris Kennedy, one of two auctioneers working across the auction room this morning. I'm joined by my good friend and colleague, Mr. Mark Morrison, tallest auctioneer in the land. He'll be taking the rostrum as we move through a catalogue of some 12 offerings this morning. Now, our first two offerings are in fact brought forward auctions, and we will go through the process of that very, very shortly. But I do remind you that we do work under Alert Level 2 COVID rules. That mainly means that we need to scan on the way in, we need to sanitise on the way in, sanitise on the way out. If you do fall ill within the next 10 to 14 days, please make sure you talk to your medical practitioner, and please let us know, because we'll have some work to do around that as well. We wish you all the best. You're in bubbles. We ask that you remain masked, and we ask that you remain in your bubbles throughout this auction. Good luck. We will take things quite carefully, as it is hard to read the facial reactions of those behind the masks, but we will endeavour to give you all ample time. Now, firstly, I'd like to acknowledge and I'd like to thank our owners. I'd like to acknowledge and thank them for their ease of access, their presentation, but first and foremost, I'd like to thank them for their choice and agency. That by being choosing to work with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. We know there is choice in the marketplace. We acknowledge the choice that you've made in working with our wonderful team, and we wish you all the very, very best with your endeavours today. Now, talking about our team, let me introduce you to some of the friendly faces in the room here today. They're our team. They're here to help and guide you through this morning's proceedings of 12 auctions, and should you need any assistance, call on these guys. They're well versed in the art of auction marketing and auctioneering in the room. Jane Meyer, manager here at Papanui, and of course Anna McKenzie just walked out. She's operations manager here at Papanui. I see Margaret Danza with her leopard skin mask. She is our manager from Redwood. Nice to have you guys here. Doug Soper, manager out on the east side, and I see Caleb Griffey in here, who manages our Parklands office as well. These are our management team, our leadership team here in the auction rooms. I'm joined by Alana Cosgrove. She runs everything that's up on the screen there. She also beams out to the big wide world web, and at any stage we can have in excess of 100 viewers online. I know we've got some wonderful viewers and some very important viewers online, so I welcome you all in via our YouTube channel here this morning. Mark Morrison, I've introduced you. He's an auctioneer. He's also going to scribe those bids in the event that we make a little error or a mistake. Mark will be quick to correct us, and of course yourselves at the same time. Now, I know that the wonderful team here at Harcourts Gold, they will have made all of the documentation available, the limb, the title and the contract in which we work from, as approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society. It's to that contract I now take you. Now, our sellers, they've set a confidential reserve price. It shall not be disclosed to the bidders, but subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid Mark or I accept shall be the purchaser. As your auctioneers, we'll nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised, and we can refuse a bid should we deem it not in the best interests of our owners. Now, Mark or I, or an agent acting on behalf of a purchaser or a buyer, our seller can place a bid on behalf of any other person, and as your auctioneer, we'll endeavour to identify such parties as we proceed through this morning's auctions. Now, I do note that we've got a number of our team and some of our colleagues from around the city here working with buyers and on behalf of buyers. If we do take bids from them, folks, be assured we've seen the paperwork. We're very, very comfortable with it, as should you be. Now, our sellers have given Mark and myself, and Mark and myself only, the exclusive right to place bids on their behalf. Should we place bids on behalf of our sellers, be assured it will be well below that reserve price, and I'll clearly identify it, as will Mark, with terminology such as vendor bid or bidding on behalf of our owners. It's not our preference. However, if you don't, we will bid to that level, but it will be well below the reserve price. Pursuant to 2.6 of the contract, our sellers in all cases reserve the right to withdraw the property from sale before it has been sold and without declaring the reserve price. Now, what that refers to is if we don't reach our reserve, we'll simply pause and we'll talk to the highest bidder. From those conversations, we'll come back into the room and announce one of several things. Firstly, our buyers and our sellers may or may not have altered their instructions. We may or may not be on the market and selling. Or finally, that our sellers have exercised their right under 2.6 of the contract. They've withdrawn the property from sale and sold it outside the room. Now, it doesn't happen very often, but it does happen from time to time. To avoid disappointment, make sure you hold that highest bid, as we will talk to you first. Now, if a dispute arises concerning any bid, Mark and I will simply determine that dispute, or will re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. At the conclusion of the auction, should the hammer fall in your favour, you'll be required, you're right, sorry about that, you'll be required to do several things. Firstly, sign the memorandum recording the sale, in other words the contract, pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. They are the rules of engagement. That is the conduct of auction in which you bid and buy for today. However, our first auction this morning is a brought forward auction. So what that means is that our owners have received a pre-auction offer that is acceptable to them. Now, shortly I'm going to announce what that pre-auction offer is. I'm going to give you time to take that on board, and then I'm going to call for a bid. Should we see a bid at that point, we will commence an auction. If we don't, I will knock the property down to the initiator of the pre-auction offer. Now, at that point, we're on the market. When I announce that figure, we're selling. So I won't be placing any vendor bids, and our reserve will have been met. So I put you on notice when I tell you that figure, we are on the market and we are selling. I take you to our first of the day. This has been proudly marketed by Caleb Griffian. You're set to go, Caleb? Wonderful opportunity. It's clearly been a very, very good campaign, having been brought forward. The property itself, though, more formally described as number 25A Wilson's Road, South St Martin's, Christchurch 8022. It is, in fact, a cross-lease and freehold. It's a half-share and 911 square metres on Lot 6, deposited plan 6118. It is contained and described in Certificate of Title, Volume 45A, Folio 641 of the Canterbury Land Registry. You're bidding today, GST inclusive, so what you bid is what you pay. We offer you vacant possession, no change to the chattels list. I won't go through that. We take that you have read, you've understood clauses 22 through to 27.4. Now that merely points out COVID details, covenants, etc., but also points out that you buy today in an as-is, where-is condition. So we sell today in an as-is, where-is state. You're bidding, well, that's GST inclusive. So what you bid is what you pay. And possession and settlement date, one of the same. That's set down for the 18th of November 2021. Now, Caleb's taken you down that driveway of due diligence over the past 10 days. Let me just take you back one last time. You've got to love this. This is your typical 70s style two-bed unit, and they are really, really good. They sit beautifully on their site. There's a lot of them around. It's approximately 110 square metres. My view makes for very, very comfy living, and it has open plan kitchen, dining, really good living. There's upside here, there's upside if you take this and do the work, tidy it up a little bit, and it's a superb opportunity really to add to an existing portfolio, or in fact to start your investment portfolio. Beautiful opportunity, wonderful property. We've received a pre-auction offer that is acceptable to our owners at $435,000. I look for a bid from here at 435. Is there 440? 440. Welcome to the bidding, sir. Hope to see you at the end at $440,000. There you have it. We're on our way at 440, and I look for 5 on from here at 440. Fairly bid and offered now at $440,000. Is there 45 on the rise at 440,000? Remember, we're on the market and we sell at 440. At 440,000. 445, sir. There's your competition at 5. It is at 445, and 50's cool from here if you like it. 450, thank you, at 450. 450, 55's the call here, and 60 do you say? 60, 65. Straight back with confidence. At 65, bid, and 70's open for you if you like. At 465. First call. We're selling. Second. Heard it, didn't see it. Where did it? On the window, 470. Welcome back, and 75's here. At 475, do you go 80, sir? 480 down here. Down here at this stage, 4 at this stage, and 85 now at 485. $485,000 seated front row at 485. First call at 485, and I'm selling. 490. 90 here, got it here first, sir. 95. Call it 500 if you like. Thank you at 500,000. 505's the bid. 505 at 505,000. Do you go 10, sir? Is that a bid, sir? Sheena, is that a bid? 405's here. In the front row. 505's the call, sorry. 505. 10. 510. 15 now at 515. 20's the bid from here at 515. 515. Seated in the front row at 515. 20 with you, sir, on the window. Thank you at 520. 25's called now, 5 1/4. 525. Do you go for 530, sir? 530. 35. Fives aren't working. Shall we move in 10s at 535? But happy to take the numbers at this point at 535. It's against you, sir, on the window. It's seated in the front row at 535. 40, thank you, at 540. 45's bid at 545. 50's open for you if you like at 545. Seated front row. 545. Do you go 50, sir, on the window? 50 it is. 55. 55 down here. Seated at 555. Subaru number, Mark. It's the Subaru 555 at $555,000. Once at 555. Sir, are you 60? No, shake of the head. Sir, I look to you. Are you 60? It's at $555,000 here. 60, thank you, at 560, and 65 here at 565. I haven't forgotten about you over here, sir, at 565. Seated in the front row at 565's bid. Is it? No, it's here, Sheena, in the front row at 565. 560. 565. Are you 70? Going to sell it. First call at 565. Second. Need to be careful here. 566. There we go. You go 570, sir. 570. 570's bid here at 570. Are we bidding over here, Caleb, at 570, seated in the front row? It's against you now at 570. Are you 571? 572. 572. Do we stay in the fives and you go 577? 3 on top? Or 573. Thank you at 573. 500. 575. 575. 5 3/4. 577. 580. There you go. 580. Call it 600. Could be yours. Just trying to help. 585. 590. There you go. Go to 600, sir. Could be the best decision you make all day. 590 against you, seated with Sheena at 590. Is that another 5 or at 600? 595 is the call. $595,000. I'm going to sell it.
597.
597. Do you call it 600? 600, he says. 600,000. At $600,000, fairly bid and offered. What are you saying, Sheena? I'm going to sell it at 600.
605.
605. 605. 605. It's against you now, sir. Do you go 10? 607. Thank you. 607. Starting to get to know each other. This is good. It's 607.
610.
610. There you go. Sheena's back at 610. 610. What do you say from here, sir? It's 610. 12. 15. Heard him loud and clear. 615. Take confidence. Others see value here at 615. Do you go 20? 20 it is. It's 620. $620,000. Beautiful opportunity. Going to sell it. 620.
622.
622. 6 and 2, 2. All the twos. Do you go 625, sir? 625. $625,000. 630. There you are. It's 630. Beautiful opportunity here at 630. It's against you now. Do you go 35? 635. Thank you. It's 635. $635,000 once at 635.
640.
640. Shall we go 650? Or perhaps we could take Mark's number at 660 and call it that famous Dunedin band.
Could do that, Chris.
We could do that. 640 is the bid. It's against you now, sir. It's down here, seated behind you at 640. 45's bid, 645. $645,000.
647.
47. Do we go 50? 50, 650. 650's bid. 650.
655.
655. 655,000. Do you call it 60 now, sir? 660, thank you.
There you go, Chris.
There you go, Mark. There's that famous Dunedin band, 660. Playing in the US very shortly. $18 a ticket, I understand.
665.
665, there's the call at 665. 70 beckons, at 70 it is, 670. 670,000. Once at
675.
675. What do you say from here, sir? 675. 80. 680. There you go. It's $680,000.
685.
685. 685. Only 10% required today at 685. Do you go to 9? Do you go 690? Or straight to 700 perhaps? 700? 690, okay. 690. 690. There's the bid out front at 690. I'm going to sell it
695.
695. Leaves that 700 door open. They often stop on those round numbers at 695. Seated behind you and against you at 695. First call. I'm going to sell it. Second call. 97. 697. 700. $700,000 the bid. At 700, fairly been and offered now. It's against you, sir. It's 700,000. $700,000. I'm going to sell it once, twice, quickly. Third call at 700,000. Need to know, sir. You're out, done, silent. At $700,000, what about a cheeky one? Sir, need to know you're out? Definitely out? Sir, $700,000. I'm going to sell the property to you at $700,000. Hold tight. Once, twice, third call in at $700,000. Delighted to announce 25A Wilson's Road. It goes, it is gone and sold. $700,000. Thank you, folks. Commiserations to the underbidders. Thank you for your participation. We'd ask that you'd move out. We'll wipe down and reset the room. Welcome to 471 Papanui Road, more importantly the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. By way of introduction, my name's Chris Kennedy, one of two auctioneers working this morning. We do apologise for the delay in proceedings. Big brought forward auction just before should give you all confidence that the market is incredibly strong. My role here merely to complete the wonderful work of Mr. Cameron Daly and Brendan Hart. They've been your tour guides to ownership over the past couple of weeks. Very clearly a very good campaign, Brendan, being brought forward. Are you guys all set to go?
Yep.
Well done. Congratulations. Now, I know that Cam and Brendan, they will have made all of the relevant documentation available, the limb, the title and the contract in which we work from. Now, our owners, they've specified a confidential reserve price that shall not be disclosed to the bidders, but subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid I accept shall be the purchaser. As your auctioneer, I can nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised, and I can refuse a bid should I deem it not to be in the best interests of our owners. I, a real estate agent acting on behalf of the seller, may submit a bid on behalf of any other person. As your auctioneer, I'll endeavour to identify such parties prior to the commencement of bidding. Now, I know that we do have a number of our own colleagues and colleagues from around the city working with buyers. If we take bids from them, be assured we've seen the paperwork, we're very comfortable with that, and so should you. Pursuant to 2.5, our sellers, they've given myself will own the exclusive rights to bid on their behalf up to but not exceeding the reserve price. But today, buyers, we have a brought forward auction on at number 41 Casino. I won't be placing any vendor bids. When I announce that brought forward figure, at that point we've reached our reserve, we're on the market, and we're selling at that point. So I won't be placing any bids on behalf of our owners. Now, pursuant our owners' if a dispute arises concerning any bid, I'll simply determine that dispute, or I'll re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. At the conclusion of the auction, should the hammer fall in your favour, you'll be required to do several things. Firstly, sign the memorandum recording the sale, in other words, the contract, pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. They are the rules and regulations in which you bid and buy for today. Cash and unconditional is your bidding. We wish you all the very, very best. The property itself, though, it's more formally described as number 41 Casino Street, Rangiora in the Waimakariri district. It is a freehold parcel of land, some 694 square metres. It's on lot 126, deposited plan 459899. It's contained and described in Certificate of Title, folio 601900 of the Canterbury Land Registry. Chattels, that hasn't changed from the draft. We've taken that you've read, you've understood clauses 22 through to 25. You bid, you buy on that basis. You're bidding today, GST inclusive, so what you bid is what you pay. Possession and settlement date set down for the 26th of November 2021, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Let me take you back just one last time. They say that you should put your money on red or black. I'm of the view you should put your money on number 41 Casino. It is a fabulous post-earthquake. That went right over the head of some people. But anyway, it's a post-earthquake build. Sorry, you got it, Mark, got it. Look, I'd have to say it's a beautiful build. It's post-earthquake. It's magnificently private. Casino Street, well, it's one of those great locations, and it really is one of those fabulous locations where you're surrounded by well-kept and what I would say well-established homes with like-minded people that care for their community and people that care for the property. Family living, gee, it's flexible. There's some many attributes to this wonderful four-bedroom home. It is just fabulous the way it flows inside out. The archco over the top to give you that shelter. It really is just a fabulous, fabulous offering. 4 bedrooms, wonderful bathrooms, beautifully appointed kitchen and easy care grounds. Buyers, it's time to roll the dice. Roll the dice on Casino. We've had a pre-auction offer at $820,000. I look for 10 from here and we'll have an auction at 820,000. Is there 10 on from here? That was a pause for effect with little effect. At 820, guys, I look for a bid or I knock the property down to the initiator of the pre-auction offer at $820,000. I give you 3 opportunities. First, I'm going to sell it. We're on the market, we sell. Second at 820. Third final call at 820. No bidding at 820. Well, I'm delighted to announce that 41 Casino, it goes, it is gone and sold. Well done. Congratulations. Gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to 471 Papanui Road, more importantly the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. By way of introduction, my name is Chris Kennedy, your auctioneer for this wonderful offering at 38 Daniels Road in Redwood. My role as your auctioneer is to complete the wonderful work of your lead marketing consultant, Nicola Cray. She's been taking you down that driveway of due diligence and down that road to home ownership over the past 3 weeks. Nick, you've had a beautiful campaign. Are you all set to go? Good luck to you, and of course good luck to our wonderful, wonderful owners. Now I know that Nick will have made all the relevant documentation available, the limb, the title and the contract in which we work from. It's to that contract I now take you. Now our owners, they've specified and set the confidential reserve price. It shall not be disclosed to the bidders at large, but subject to that reserve being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid I accept, you'll be the lucky purchaser. As your auctioneer, I'll nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised, and I can refuse a bid should I deem it not to be in the best interests of our owners. I, a real estate agent acting on behalf of the seller, may submit a bid on behalf of any other person, and as your auctioneer, I'll endeavour to identify such parties during the auction. Now I do note that we've got a number of our own colleagues and colleagues from around the city working with buyers and representing buyers here today. Be assured those bids, if we do take them, they are bona fide. We've seen the paperwork. We're very, very comfortable with that. Now our owners have given myself and myself alone the exclusive rights to bid on their behalf. Now should I place a bid on their behalf, be assured it'll be well below the reserve price, and I'll clearly identify it with terminology such as vendor bid, or bidding on behalf of our owners, well below that reserve price. Pursuant to 2.6 of the contract, our sellers also reserve the right to withdraw the property from sale before it has been sold without declaring the reserve price. Now what that refers to is if we don't reach our reserve, we're simply going to take a pause. We're going to take a pause and we're going to have a conversation with the highest bidder. After those conversations, we'll come back into the room and we'll announce one of several things. Our buyers and our sellers may or may not have altered their instructions. We may or may not be on the market and selling. Or our sellers have exercised their right under 2.6 of the contract. They've withdrawn the property from sale and they've sold it outside the room. Doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen from time to time. If you wish to be spoken to, you need to hold that highest bid. Now, if a dispute arises concerning the bid, you simply need, I'll simply determine that dispute, or I'll re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. At the conclusion of the auction, which is when the hammer comes down, you'll be required to sign the memorandum recording the sale, in other words, the contract, pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. Sir, I'd ask if you just pull your mask up over your face. We do work under alert level 2 rules, which state that we need to scan on the way in, we need to sanitise on the way in and sanitise on the way out. We ask that you stay in your bubbles and we ask that you remain masked throughout the auction today. If you do become ill in the next 10 to 14 days, we'd ask that you see your medical practitioner and do let us know, as we have some things to do as well. They are the rules and regulations in which you bid and buy for today, buyers. Cash and unconditional is your bidding. We wish you all the very best. The property, though, it's more formally described as number 38 Daniels Road in Redwood, Christchurch City. It is a freehold parcel of land, some 653 square metres. It is on lot 14, deposited plan 21861. It is contained and described in Certificate of Title, Volume 1C, Folio 652 of the Canterbury Land Registry. Your bidding today, GST inclusive, so what you bid is what you pay. No change to the chattels list. However, we take that you have read, you've understood clauses 22 through to 25.2. You bid, you buy on that basis. And as we've said, cash and unconditional. Possession settlement date set down for Friday, the 29th of October 2021, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Well, I think you've hit the nail on the head here, Nick, when you say Daniels Road is a wonderful, wonderful location. It really is a stunning and a superb location. It ticks all the boxes. It really is a fabulous property. Timeless summer stone, summer hill stone, just makes for low maintenance, makes for that easy life when you sit on your home ownership trail. It sets the scene for a great curbside appeal, just shines and sparkles. A wonderful home with loads and loads of options and loads of appeal, I would suggest. It's light, it's bright, it's been recently renovated. Love that big kitchen dining area and the free flow out onto that beautiful deck. That's where you're going to have al fresco breakfast dining. You'll sit there for barbecues. You'll enjoy it as the sun goes down. Really a stunning property. 3 beds, in a fabulous, fabulous location. Wonderful opportunity, beautiful property, magnificent campaign. My instructions, open the bidding at $480,000, and I'll look for 20 on the rise from there. 480 on a vendor bid.
500.
500. Welcome to bidding, sir. $500,000. 510.
20.
20. 520. 30. 530. Sorry?
50.
550. Thank you, Danny. 550. 60 now. 560. It's against
70.
570, Danny. Do you go 80? There you go. 580. Been to bidding school. This is fun at 580. Sorry, 90.
600.
600. Okay, $600,000.
601.
601. Little early for one, sir. I'll take a 5 though.
605.
605. Thank you, Danny.
15.
610. There we are.
15.
15 down here. Haven't forgotten about you on the window, but 615 with you, Danny, at 615. $615,000 once at 615.
620.
20 here. 30 over here at 630 is the bid. $630,000. Do you go 35 or 35 here? At 630 with you, Danny.
640.
640, even better. Sorry?
45.
45, there you go at 645. 650, there you are. 650's the bid. You bidding, sir? No, 650 over here, Danny, at $650,000. First, at 650, it's against you, Danny. Second, at 650. Third call, at 650.
55.
55, there you go. At 655. Do you go 665? 665? Thank you. It's 665. 70's the call from here if you like, Danny. It's 665. Beautiful opportunity, wonderful home. At $665,000. First call.
2,000 more.
667.
668.
668. It's 668. $668,000. Against you now, Danny. Here at 668. May need some instructions at these levels at 668. First.
We have instruction, Chris, we're on the market.
Selling? Thank you, team. Thank you for your instructions. It's on the market. I sell at 668. Hold tight, because you've got your car in the driveway at 668. Once. I'm going to sell it, Danny. Twice at 668.
2,000 more.
70. 670's bid. 670. Just taking it away from you. But have confidence. Others see value at 670. At 670,000.
500 more.
670 and a half.
671.
671. 671 the bid at 671. Do you go another half? 670, is that a bid? 671 and 5? 671 and a half. It's over here.
Another half.
2. 672. $672,000. Beautiful offering at 672. 672. Out, done.
73.
73. There you go. 673. Go 5, Danny. 673.
500 more.
Okay, I meant 5,000, but that's okay. I'm happy to work with you. 673 and 5. Do the same for you if you like at 673 and a half. 4. 674 here, Danny. 674 against you, and I sell at 600.
5,000.
5,000. So 679.
No, 675.
Okay, just trying to get the most for our owners at 675. 6 3/4 the bid. $675,000, and I'm selling once. It's with you, Danny. Twice
500.
and a half.
500 more.
Friendly 500. 676. 676 the bid. It's just gone back over here. 676 and a half. And a half at 676 and 5. First call, Danny. It's here and I sell. Twice at 676 and 500.
678.
678. 678.
Not counting, isn't it?
It is. I failed school cert, Nats, but it's 678. It sits with you. It's 678. Thank you, Mark. Shots fired early in the day. 678. I'm going to sell it. First call at 678. Second
679.
679. 679. 680 is the call from here at 679. Beautiful opportunity, wonderful home, magnificent campaign at 679. $679,000. You bidding, sir?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, gee, I don't have that issue. At 679 is the call. First, Danny, I'm selling it. Second, at 679. Third final call at 679. I need to know you're out at 679. Danny, need to know. Hold tight, delighted to announce, unless I see a bid, at 679. Are you done, Danny? Quickly. You're out. Thank you for your bidding. Hold tight, you may have just got it. First, second, third, delighted to announce, 38 Daniels Road. It goes, it is gone and sold. Well fought, well bought. Commiserations to my underbidders. We'd ask that you clear the room. We'll re-sanitise and bring our next auction in. Welcome to 471 Papanui Road, more importantly the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. By way of introduction, my name's Chris Kennedy. I'm your auctioneer for this wonderful offering at 6A Neil Street in Hornby. My role is just to complete the wonderful work of Mr. Mike Franklin. He's been your tour guide to ownership over the last couple of weeks. Mike, you've had a wonderful campaign, clearly evidenced by the number of people here today. You all set to go? Good luck to you, and of course good luck to our wonderful, wonderful owners. Now it'll come as no surprise that our owners have set a confidential reserve price. It shall not be disclosed to the bidders, but subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid I accept shall be the purchaser. As your auctioneer, I'll nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised, and I can refuse a bid should I deem it not to be in the best interests of our owners. I, a real estate agent acting on behalf of the seller, may submit a bid on behalf of any other person, and as your auctioneer I'll endeavour to identify such parties as we move through today. Now I do note there are a number of our own colleagues from Harcourts Gold and our colleagues from around the city. They're here in the rooms representing buyers. We've seen the paperwork. We're very, very comfortable with it, as should you be. Now, pursuant to 2.5 of the contract, the seller has given myself and myself alone the exclusive rights to bid on their behalf. What that refers to is if we don't reach our reserve, if we don't get the bidding up, I'm simply going to place a vendor bid on behalf of our owners. That I'll identify with terminology such as vendor bid. Be assured, buyers, it'll be well below the reserve price, and as I've said, I'll make it abundantly clear that it is a vendor bid. Pursuant to 2.6 of the contract, our sellers also reserve the right to withdraw the property from sale before it has been sold without declaring the reserve price. What that means is if we don't reach our reserve, we're simply going to take a pause. I'm going to take a pause and we're going to talk to the highest bidder. From those conversations, we'll come back into the room and announce one of several things. Our buyers and our sellers may or may not have altered their instructions. Our property may or may not be on the market, or in fact our sellers have exercised their right under 2.6 of the contract. They've withdrawn the property from the auction and sold it outside the room. Now, it doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen from time to time. If you wish to be spoken to first, you need to hold that highest bid. Now, if a dispute arises concerning any bid, I'll simply determine that dispute, or I'll re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. At the conclusion of the auction, should the hammer fall in your favour, you'll be required to do one of several things. Sign the memorandum recording the sale, in other words, the contract. Pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. We do remind you that we work under COVID Alert Level 2 rules, which means that we ask that you scan on the way in, we ask that you sanitise on the way in, sanitise on the way out. We also ask that you remain masked and you remain in the bubbles that you are currently seated or standing in. Should you become ill in the next 10 to 14 days, please see a medical practitioner, but also let us know, because we'll have some things that we'll need to do as well. We hope you don't. We wish you all the best. They're the rules, the regulations in which you bid and buy for today. Cash and unconditional is your bidding. We wish you well with your bidding today. The property itself, though, the postie knows it is number 6A Neil Street in Hornby. It is a cross lease and freehold. It's 1/3 share of some 1,181 square metres on flat 3, deposited plan 39726. It is contained, it's described in Certificate of Title, volume 18A, folio 224 of the Canterbury Land Registry. We offer you vacant possession. You're bidding today, well, that's GST inclusive. So what you bid is what you pay. No change to the chattels. We take that you've read and understood clauses 22 through to 27.2, and you do note that at settlement you'll be awarded or given back, credited some $500. Factor that into your bidding today. Possession and settlement date, one of the same. That's set down for the 29th of October 2021, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Cash and unconditional is your bidding, buyers. Be strong, be resolute with that. We wish you all the best. See, I'm just going to take you back to this property. I had the pleasure of going through this home yesterday, and even with that terrible weather, I wouldn't mind an afternoon in that conservatory. Gee, it was nice in there, even with the cold wind outside. It was warm, it was light, it was bright, and of course it flows into that beautiful big living area. It's a fabulous, fabulous spot. I love the 3 bedrooms. That fully fenced yard, well, that just keeps the little ones in, whether they be 2-legged or 4-legged. They're safe, secure in there. Of course, it's well laid out. It's well positioned for sun. It's a short distance to all of the shops and the benefits of living in that Hornby location. It really is a fabulous opportunity, a beautiful property. It's been recently renovated. It sparkles, it shines. It's here for you to buy. Buyers, my instructions: open the bidding at $300,000. I'll look for 20 on the rise. 350. There you go. Gita Rose. 400. Well, we're moving 50s. I'm happy with that. At 400's the bid. 405. 05. There you go. 420 down here. Got it first at 420. 430 with Steph at the back. 440. There you go. 50. 60. 70. Got it here first, Steph. I need 80 though. 480 with you, Gita. At 90 now at 490. 492. There you go. Cut. 500. 495. Go 500, sir. 496 back with you, Gita. Hesitation only ever cost you more. 500 down here with Margaret Danza. 501 back with you, Gita. 501's the call first at 501.
505.
505. 505. Wonderful opportunity. 510. Fresh bidding. 510. $510,000. What do we say from here, buyers, at 510?
Chris, we're on the market and selling.
Happy to sell at 510? Happy to sell? Thank you for your instructions. Good luck. 512. Down here, we play for keeps. That was the warm-up. 520. 13. Yep, 13. 513. 5 and 13's bid.
515.
15 down here. 16. There you go. At 516. Go to 20, Margaret. At 516's the call. First time at 516 and I sell. Second at 516. We play for keeps.
520.
20 here. 21. There you go. At 521. Key to the door. 521. $521,000. I sell. I'm on the market at 521. First call.
500.
521 and a half.
500 more.
522. Go the half again. 522's the bid. It's against you now and I sell. It's back to that open home trail. Shoes on, shoes off. Sanitize in, sanitize out. It's not a lot of fun. 522's the call. First step at 522 and I'm going. 23. 24. 524. Will be the best decision you make today at 524. Getting on the property ladder, being in that property situation at 524. I'm going to sell it at
525.
525.
26.
26. There you go. 526. No work to do here at 526. Go to 30. Never regret buying property at 526. $526,000. I sweep the room at 526, but I sell. First call at 526. I give you 2 more chances to change your mind. Second call at 526. Third final call at a half. 526 the 5. 527. 527. 527. Happy for you to change your mind. You've done it a couple of times now. The smile tells me there could be a bit more there. 527 over here. Once, twice. Third call. Are you sure? At 527. Just starting to get to know you, but I do need to sell at 527,000. You're out and a half. 8. 528. 528. 528. Go to 30. You'll never regret it. 528's the call. He may not. He may not. You've got to test it at 528. But I play no favourites at 528. But here's my new best friend. I'm going to sell it once at 528. Twice the money at 528. Are you sure? It's just starting to get to know you. Third final call at 528,000. Delighted to announce 6A Neil Street. It goes. It goes. It is gone and sold. Well fought, well bought. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. By way of introduction, my name's Chris Kennedy. Indeed, my very real pleasure to be your auctioneer for this morning's offering at number 14 Hawkesbury Avenue in Maryborough. My role, simply to complete the wonderful work of your lead marketing consultants, Mr. Cameron Bailey and Mr. Brendan Hart. They've taken you down that driveway of due diligence over the past 2 to 3 weeks. We simply complete their work. Cam, you all set to go? Good luck to you and good luck to our wonderful owners. Folks, we deal under Alert Level 2 protocols. We ask that you have scanned on the way in. We ask that you sanitise on the way in, sanitise on the way out. We ask that you remain masked and that you remain in the bubbles that you are currently in, either standing or seated. If you do fall ill in the next 10 to 14 days, we would ask that you go and see your medical practitioner, and do let us know as well, because we have some things that we need to do. Now, I know that Brendan and Cam, they will have made all the relevant documentation available, the limit, the title and the contract in which we work from. I take you to that contract now. It'll come as no surprise, our sellers, they've set a confidential reserve price. It shall not be disclosed to the bidders, but subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid I accept shall be the purchaser. As your auctioneer, I'll nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised, and I can refuse a bid should I deem it not to be in the best interest of our owners. I, a real estate agent acting on behalf of the seller, may submit a bid on behalf of any other person, and as your auctioneer, I'll endeavour to identify such parties as we move through this morning's auction. Now, I do note that we've got a number of our colleagues in the room here today representing buyers. Be assured, if we take their bids are bona fide. I've seen the paperwork. I'm very comfortable, as should you. Now, our sellers, they've given myself and myself alone the exclusive rights to bid on their behalf. Should I place a bid on behalf of our sellers, be assured, buyers, it'll be well below that reserve price. I'll clearly identify it with terminology such as vendor bid or bidding on behalf of our owners. I'll make that abundantly clear. Pursuant to 2.6 of the contract, our sellers also reserve the right to withdraw the property from sale before it has been sold and without declaring the reserve price. Now, what that refers to is if we don't reach our reserve price, we'll simply take a pause. We'll take a pause and we'll have a conversation with the highest bidder. From those conversations, we'll come back into the room after a period of time and announce one of several things. Our buyers may or may not have altered their instructions. Our sellers may or may not have altered their instructions. We may or may not be on the market and selling. Or finally, that our sellers have exercised their right under 2.6 of the contract. They've withdrawn the property from sale and they've sold it outside the room. Now, it doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen from time to time. If you wish to be spoken to, you need to hold that highest bid. Now, if a dispute arises concerning any bid, I'll simply determine that dispute, or I'll re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. Conclusion of the auction, should the hammer fall in your favour, you'll be required to do one of several things. Sign the memorandum recording the sale, in other words, the contract, pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. They are the rules and regulations of which you bid and buy for today, buyers. Of course, cash and unconditional is your bidding. Good luck. We wish you well. And as we've said, just a small 10% deposit payable on the fall of the hammer. The property itself, though, it is more formally described as number 14 Hawkesbury Ave, St Albans, Christchurch City. It's a freehold parcel of land. 428 square metres. It is on Lot 1, deposited plan 425276. It's contained and described in Certificate of Title 504999735 of the Canterbury Land Registry. We give you vacant possession. You're bidding today, GST inclusive. So what you bid is what you pay. No change to the chattels list. I won't go through that. And we take that you've read, you've understood clauses 22 through to 25.3. You bid, you buy on that basis. Cash and unconditional is your bidding. Possession, settlement, that's one of the same. That's set down for Friday, the 12th of November 2021, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Well, Cam and Brendan, they've taken you down that driveway of due diligence. I'm just going to take you back one last time just to remind you what we have on offer. And gee, this has got commanding street appeal. It really is in a wonderful, wonderful street. Hawkesbury Ave, it's recognised for its quality. It's recognised for its convenience. Gee, it's a short stroll to Machino. Wandered down there, long black and a salmon bagel, all under 20 bucks. It's got to be good value on a Sunday morning to my way of thinking. Got to be handy. Good coffee too. I've drunk coffee there quite a lot. It really is a superbly private property. It's got stunning appeal. It's a beautiful entranceway as you walk through. You'll agree with me. It just makes a statement. Love the combination of tiled, hard and soft surfaces, that beautiful tiled kitchen. Magnificently appointed kitchen too, I might add. It really is just a cracker. Couple of living areas. You've got choice, free flowing in and out. Really makes for a wonderful difference in the quality of life that you live. Love the separation of accommodation, bedroom downstairs with ensuite, and of course a further 2 bedrooms up. Gives you just that little bit of separation from family or guests, enough to make it worthwhile. Of course that mezzanine floor, that adds a bonus. That could be a study nook, that could be an area where you put a chair and just read a book. Fabulous, fabulous home, crafted from the finest of materials. Really is a wonderful opportunity. My instructions, buyers, I'm going to open the bidding at $1,200,000 and I look for 50 on the rise. At $1,250,000. Welcome to you, sir. 50 on at $1,250,000. 1 1/4. There we go. $1,250,000. Is there 1 3 in the room anywhere? At 1250. $1,250,000. I look for 3.
Yep.
1,003,000. There's your competition. At 1 3. Do you go 1,350? 1,350. Thank you. See it on the nod. We don't have to speak. At 1,350. Welcome to you at 1,350. 1,350. Four's the call now. 1 4 here, and you go 1,450. Should be no hesitation at 1,450 here. $1,450,000, and I look for 5 at 1 million, not 5,000, but 1.5 at 1,450,000. Once at 1,450. Twice at 1,450,000.
1,470.
1,470 puts 20 on. Do you go to 1.5? 1.5. There we go. 1,500,000. 1.5's the bid here at 1,500,000. It's against you, Catherine. Happy to take your 20s though at 1,500,000. First. 1,520. Do you go 1,550? 1,550. There we are. At 1,550. Happy to take your 20s, Catherine. Do you go 70? Or maybe it's a change in strategy and go straight to 1.6. 1,550 is the bid.
Okay. 1,570.
1,570, there you go. 1.6, can I say on your behalf?
1,580.
1,580, there you go. Cutting me back a bit, but at 1,580. 1,580 is the bid. Do you go to 1.6, Catherine? At 1,580. First call at 1,580,000. Twice the money at 1,580,000. Third final call, Catherine, at 1,580,000. Need to know, Catherine. Bids here at 1,580. $1,580,000. Sir, don't have instructions. Can I ask you to come to 1.6? Or ma'am, don't have instructions at 1,580. Can't sell it to you at these levels. Jane, can you step back a bit?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
1,580. Don't have the authority to sell it. Keen to do business today, though. Beautiful opportunity. Stunning location. You bidding? No? 1.6. There we go. Fresh bidding here. 1.6. Deb Crosby at 1,600,000. 1,610. 1,610, not 1,601.
Chris, change
1,610.
instructions. We're selling.
Selling? Happy to sell. There you go. 1,610. Hold tight. 3 in at this stage. I'm selling here. Centre. My new best friends, but I play no favourites at 1,610. 1,625. There's the call at 1,625. 1,630. There you go. 1,630. We're selling. Catherine, I'm over here. I'm selling. Deb? 1,650. There you are. At $1,650,000. 1,660. $1,660,000. Beautiful property. I'm selling. Selling at 1,660,000. 670. 680. 1,680,000. 1,700,000. There's the call at 1 and 7. 1,710. 710. 1,710,000. 1,710. I sell at 1,710,000. First at 1,710,000. Second at 1,710,000. Is that a friendly? You're out at 1,710,000. Sure? 1,720. There you go. Go 1,750.
155.
Okay, 1,725. What do I know? Just trying to help. At 1,725,000. It's against your DC. It's here. At 1,725,000. Beautiful opportunity. Wonderful street. First call. I'm selling. Second call at 1,730,000. 1,730,000. 1,730,000. With you, dear. 1,730,000.
1731.
31. 40. 1740. 1740 is the call. Do you fight fire with fire? Come back at 1750.
1745.
1745. There you go. 1750. Never regret buying good property in a wonderful location at 1750. 1,750,000. I give you all the chances in the world. At 1,750,000.
1755.
1755. 1755 is the bid. 1,755,000. It's against your DC. It's down here. My new best friend's on the window at 755. First call. We sell. Second at 1,755,000. Need to know. Third final call. You're out at 1,755,000. Hold tight. You've just won at 1,755,000. First, second, third. Delighted to announce 14 Hawkesbury. It goes. It goes. It is gone and sold. Well fought, well bought. Congratulations. Good morning and welcome to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. By way of introduction, my name's Chris Kennedy. Indeed, my very real pleasure to be your auctioneer for this morning's offering at, I'll just roll the page over to number 59 Preston's Park Drive in Marshland. My role, quite simply, to complete the wonderful work of our lead marketing consultant, Mr. Alistair Anderson. He's taken you down that driveway of due diligence. He's represented our wonderful owners and presented this home magnificently. Alistair, are you all set to go?
Yes, certainly.
Good luck to you, my friend, and good luck to our wonderful, wonderful owners. Now, we work today under Alert Level 2 COVID rules, which merely mean we ask that you scan on the way in, we ask that you sanitise on the way in, and you sanitise on the way out. We also ask that you remain masked and you stay in the bubbles that you are currently in. If you should fall ill in the next 10 to 14 days, we would ask that you go and seek some medical advice, and you do let us know as well, as we'll have some work that we need to do and complete should that happen. Now, I know that Alistair will have made all the relevant documentation available, the limb, the title and the contract in which we work from. I now take you to that contract. It'll come as no surprise, our sellers, they've specified and set a confidential reserve price. It shall not be disclosed to the bidders, but subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid I accept shall be the purchaser. As your auctioneer, I'll nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised. I can refuse a bid should I deem it not to be in the best interest of our owners. I, a real estate agent acting on behalf of the seller, may place a bid on behalf of any other party. As your auctioneer, I'll endeavour to identify such parties as we move through this morning's proceedings. Now, I do note that we have a number of our colleagues and a number of our colleagues from around the city here today representing buyers. I will endeavour to identify such parties as we move through the auctions, although the face masks do make that a little bit difficult, but we will take that all of the paperwork has been cited, it is bona fide, and those bids are very, very bona fide bids. You should be comfortable, as we are too. Now, our owners, they've given myself the exclusive right to bid on their behalf. Should I place a bid on their behalf, buyers, be assured it'll be well below the reserve price, and I'll clearly identify it with terminology such as vendor bid. Our sellers, they also reserve the right to withdraw the property from sale before it's been sold and without declaring the reserve price. Now, what that refers to is if we don't reach our reserve, we're simply going to take a pause. We're going to take a pause and talk to the highest bidder. From those conversations, we'll come back into the room and we'll announce one of several things. Our buyers and our sellers may or may not have altered their instructions. We may or may not be on the market and selling, or in fact, our sellers have exercised their right under 2.6 of the contract. They've withdrawn the property from auction and they've sold it outside the room. Now, it doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen from time to time. If you wish to be spoken to, you need to hold that highest bid, as we will talk to you first. Now, if a dispute arises concerning any bid, I'll simply determine that dispute, or I'll re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. The conclusion of the auction, should the hammer fall in your favour, you'll be required to do one of several things. Sign the memorandum recording the sale, pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. Cash and unconditional is your bidding. Be strong. Be confident with your bidding. It's a beautiful market. Better to be in the market than chasing it, buyers. The property itself, though, it's more formally described as number 59 Preston Park Drive in Marshland. This is a freehold parcel of land, some 474 square metres. It is on lot 572, deposited plan 509330. That is contained and described in Certificate of Title, Folio 778763 of the Canterbury Land Registry. We offer you vacant possession. Of course, you're bidding today, that's GST inclusive. So what you bid is what you pay. No change to the channels list. I won't go through that. But we also note that you have read, you've understood clauses 20 through to 24. You bid, you buy on that basis, cash and unconditional. Possession and settlement. Set down for the 5th of November. Guy Fawkes. It'll go with a bang, but you'll enjoy it. That's your possession. That's when your life just gets a whole lot better. The 5th of November, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know that Alistair's taken you down that driveway of due diligence, as I've said. I'm just going to take you back and remind you what we have on offer here. 2018 built Peter Ray Homes show home, and that's the key. It's a show home. And if you've been through it, you'll understand what I mean. This is positioned perfect to my way of thinking. For sun, for privacy, for beautiful living. It really is just fabulous. Being a show home, well, you'll know and you'll understand that it is superbly appointed. It's beautifully appointed, and it really just sparkles. The thoughtfulness of the footprint and the floor plan is just second to none, to my way of thinking. Love that spacious kitchen. It's the hub. It'll be the hub of the home. That's where you'll meet. You'll decide what you're going to do for the day. You'll reconvene at night round that kitchen. And of course, you'll talk about the wins and the spoils. It really is one of those beautiful situations. I love the separation of living. I love the formal and informal spaces that we have. 3 beautiful bedrooms, master with that magnificent walk-in robe. And of course, ensuite. Just magnificent. It really is. Fabulous home. It's beautifully appointed. It's in a stunning location. It's in the growth location of Christchurch. You'd never go wrong buying property in Preston's. Buyers, my instructions, open the bidding at 700,000. I look for 20 on the right.
750.
750. Alistair Anderson, welcome to you, sir, at 750. There you go.
850.
850, even better. Shall we move in hundreds? But I won't.
70.
870.
900.
900. $900,000. Fairly bid and offered now at 900,000.
920.
920. Welcome.
950.
50. Cindy.
60.
60 with you,
1
Cindy.
million.
1 million. There you go. I'd like to do it, but I shouldn't. At $1 million the bid. At 1 million, fairly. 10's the call. 1 million.
50.
1 million 50. There you go. At $1 million 50. 1 million 50. First. What are you saying, Cindy? Second. At $1 million 50. Third final. Call at $1 million 50.
On the market, so.
There you go. You've heard it now. We sell to you, sir, at $1 million 50. On the market and selling at $1 million 50. What do you say, buyers? I look for a bid from here, or I sell at $1 million 50. First, Cindy, I look to you. Second, it's back to that open home trail. Third final call at $1 million 50. Delighted to announce 59 Preston's Park. It goes, it is gone and sold. Congratulations, well done, sir. Wow.
Good morning to each and every one of you. I've been like an excited 4-year-old on Christmas Eve, just waiting to take the rostrum because young Chris Kennedy's had the first 6 calls of the morning, but it's now Christmas morning effectively for me. We move forward to number 1, Harlock Mews, in the heart of Avonhead. Mark Morrison is my name. I will be your auctioneer in charge of proceedings here for auction number 7 of the morning. Now, before we crack into things, I will just remind you of our COVID-19 processes. Make sure you've scanned in, you've checked in, you've signed in, and you've sanitised on the way in. Take a moment to sanitise those hands upon your departure. Just keep our social distancing that we're doing so beautifully today. Keep those masks on and we'll be just fine. If you do become unwell in the next 14 days, please let someone from the Harcourts Gold Management team know of that situation, just so that we can follow the processes that we are required to follow by Auntie Jacinda up in Wellington. We would appreciate you working alongside us in that regard. Now, in terms of the auction day, the way that we will roll things today, it is very simple, very transparent. As you might expect, our owners have set a confidential reserve price. I won't be disclosing that to you, the bidders at large. Your job is very, very easy today. Your job is to get the bidding up to and potentially over that reserve price. Now, assuming we can work together and do that, the highest bid, whose bid that I accept, will very simply be the purchaser. I suggest you always bid quickly and confidently and hold that highest bid at all times, because as per clause 2.6 in the contract, our owners do reserve the right to withdraw the property from the auction room and sell it outside of the room. So just make sure you hold the highest bid at all times. You'll be just fine. I can nominate the sum by which bids increase. I can refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the best interest of our owners, and if a dispute arises with any bidding, well, I'll sort that out. More than likely, we'll just revert to the last undisputed bid and then re-offer the property from there. Now, vendor bidding, you may have heard of that phrase. That is my sole right and responsibility as auctioneer. I can place vendor bids in a number of situations, but generally speaking, they'll be earlier on in the auction process. They'll always be well under the reserve price, and I'll nominate them very, very clearly to you, using language ironically such as vendor bid. Best course of action is to bid with confidence over and above any vendor bids, and you will be absolutely fine. Now, the part you're all here for today is when that hammer comes down to the rostrum. If it does fall in your favour, well done, congratulations, you are the successful purchaser. Before you commence your celebrations, we will ask a few things of you. Firstly, you'll sign the agreement, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved REA guide. Secondly, you will arrange to make a payment of 10% of the purchase price. Thirdly and finally, we'll get you to complete the GST information which is outlined in Schedule 1. So folks, that is how we will play our auction game today. Very transparent, no matter the fact we are wearing masks. It is a transparent process. You can change your mind as many times as you like, and do make yourself known to me throughout the morning. If I don't see or hear you initially, just yell a little bit louder or wave your arms and we will work together so happily from there. Now, 1 Harlock Mews in Avonhead, as I mentioned before, proudly brought to the market by Leanne Marriott, doing a sterling job, running a very busy campaign as she always does. Good luck to you, Leanne. Good luck to our lovely owners. This is an estate in Cross Lease. It is flat 1 depositor plan 53196 on lot 1 depositor plan 11917 as having a share in some 694 square metres of land. It's all outlined and detailed in that certificate of title that Leanne would have been filing through to your email inboxes in recent times. Now, the settlement date set down here in front of me is the 12th of January 2022, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Vacant possession is guaranteed at that time. Schedule 2, that outlines the list of chattels. I won't go through those. You would have had more than enough time to review those one by one. I note a number of excluded chattels, but once again, you would have factored that into your bidding. They won't be there come settlement day. And you bid and you buy on those further terms of sale towards the rear of the agreement, being clauses 22 through to 24. As I remind you, cash and unconditional is your bidding here today. Just 10% to worry about today. The rest you can worry about on that possession date that I mentioned before. Well, 1 Harlock Mews. This is a home that was born in the year that the All Blacks won their very first, in fact the inaugural World Cup, and it's carved from that absolutely timeless Oamaru stone. I think it's aged over those last 34 years, a whole lot better than I have. The stunning kitchen, the bathroom updates, those updates alone leave it feeling so fresh. It's just a wonderful place to be. Those living spaces, they are light and bright. There are ample positions there for you to choose your favourite little posse. You can make it your own. So many good options there. I love that conservatory. The way that flows out to that beautifully private paved and sheltered courtyard, and those gardens, well, they're proudly kept for our next lucky owner. This is just a beautiful place to be, no doubt about it. I love the fact that there are those 2 large bedrooms, so accommodation is a huge tick. That third space, perhaps it's a third bedroom, perhaps it's your work from home situation. Depending on your situation, you'll make it work for whatever you need it to be. Flexibility, it's a foregone conclusion with this one. This is a wonderful home, folks. We just need to work out where we see it in the marketplace. I'm very interested to know your opinion on value. Who's got an opening bid or opening offer for me? First bid should be the easiest. Very seldom buys the property. Who's got 580 for me? Thought I'd be overwhelmed with bidding. Very good. Vendor bid with me at 580. Owner's more than happy to stay at 580,000. I look for 600 on the rise from there. 580 on a vendor bid. First chance. I got 600 here only because he's a little bit closer, but 620 I take it, sir. At 620, good luck to win it at this stage. Margaret, your buyer would come back at 640. 640 it is. Nicely done in 660. 680 even better. There we go. Skip straight through your favourite band there, Chris. But it's a good strong bid with 40 on. 700 here in the 20s. You bid 740. 740 strongly done at 740. Once called at 740 the money. In Avonhead. Always good real estate in Avonhead. Twice the money at 740. Third, you come back for another 10, sir. Does that make you more comfortable? 750. Thank you, sir. 790, I take it, sir. Those 40s have been nice for you so far at 750. Happy to take 10 if you like. 5. Very good at 755. To stay alive at 755, back in the lead, and that's where you need to be. Nicely done. Love the mix-up in the strategy at 755. Once called, 2 bedrooms, could be 3, depending on how you work this home. You could work from home. Twice at 55. It's at 760 here, sir. A mere 5 to get back in front. Third call, quickly. 755 here. He's turning his back on me. Yes, but don't turn your back on this property because it's a good one. At 755. Margaret, keep working here. Don't have instructions at this level at 755. Love that Oamaru stone. 1987, in case you didn't know the year the All Blacks first won the World Cup, the year this home was built. I was 2. Chris, you were probably what, 4?
2.5.
2.5, that's right. You're 6 months older than me. Yeah. Real estate's aged you a little bit harder than I have. At 755, the bid.
You get cleaner air up there though, Mark.
I do. The air is clear up here. It's like being up in the Southern Alps at sea level. At 755, need an increase, don't have instructions. Anna McKenzie, you got your running shoes on today? At 755 the bid. With the good gentleman across the far side, just confirming the bid sits here at 755. Looking for an increase, sir? Can I tempt you back in? What do you say? Is there 760 perhaps?
Oh, daft, Mark.
No comment, Chris. At 755. Might be daft of me. At 755 the bid. One Harlock Muse in Avonhead. Love the updated bathroom, kitchen spaces, beautiful place to cook, an award-winning dinner. 70. Thank you, sir. Welcome back.
We are on the market and selling.
We are on the market and selling loud and clear at 770,000. Sir, I'm going to sell you the home. At 770, it's as simple as that. Does that change your thinking, sir? Or any other ones in the room that may have been sitting back and waiting? That's the magic words you wanted to hear. First call, selling. At 770, twice called. I'm not getting much back, sir. Is there a little one on the side perhaps? Or do you let me sell here? Third and final at 770. So I'm going to take your silence as a no. At 770, delighted to announce one Harlock Muse. It goes, and it is sold here. Well done. Congratulations. Well fought into our underbidder. Thank you very much, sir, for your bidding today. Really appreciate your interest in the home. We would just ask that you politely file out of the room once you've completed your hugs and your celebrations, and that we'll just reset the room and get ready for the next auction, which is going to be called by Mr. Chris Kennedy.
Welcome to Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. By way of introduction, my name's Chris Kennedy. Indeed, my very real pleasure to be your auctioneer for this 8th offering of a program of 12 today, number 7 Sintra Place in Casebrook. My role, merely to complete the wonderful work of your lead marketing consultant, Mr. Caleb Griffian. Caleb, you're all set to go? Good luck to you, and of course, good luck to our owners. Now, buyers, while we work under Alert Level 2 protocols, we ask that you have scanned on the way in. We also ask that you sanitise on the way in, sanitise on the way out, and then, in fact, you do stay in the bubbles that you've been assigned, and that you do remain masked, fully masked during this morning's auction. We do need to make sure that we protect everybody. Should you become ill in the next 10 to 14 days, please talk to your medical practitioner, or in fact let one of us know as well, as we'll have some things that we will need to do. Now, I know that Caleb will have made all the relevant documentation available, the limit, the title and the contract in which we work from. It's to that contract I now take you. Our sellers, they've set a confidential reserve price. It shall not be disclosed to the bidders, but subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid I accept shall be the purchaser. As your auctioneer, I'll nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised, and I can refuse a bid should I deem it not to be in the best interests of our owners. I, a real estate agent acting on behalf of the seller, may submit a bid on behalf of any other person, and as your auctioneer, I'll endeavour to identify such parties as the auction takes place. Now, I know that we've got a number of our own colleagues and our colleagues from around the town bidding on behalf of buyers in the room this morning. Be assured we've seen the paperwork, it is bona fide, and those bids as well are bona fide. Our sellers, they've given myself and myself alone the exclusive rights to bid on their behalf. Now, should I place a bid on behalf of our owners, be assured it'll be well below the reserve price. I'll clearly identify those bids with terminology such as vendor bid. I'll make it abundantly clear, buyers, you should have confidence to bid over and above that. Pursuant to 2.6 of the contract, our sellers, they reserve the right to withdraw their property from sale before it's been sold and without declaring a reserve price. Now, what that refers to, buyers, should we not reach our reserve, we'll simply take a pause, we'll talk to the highest bidders, and from those conversations we'll come back into the auction room and announce one of several things. Our sellers and our buyers may or may not have altered their instructions. We may or may not be on the market and selling, or in fact that our owners have withdrawn the property from sale and sold it outside the auction room. Now, it doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen from time to time. If you wish to be spoken to first, you need to hold that highest bid. Now, if a dispute arises concerning any bid, I'll simply determine that dispute, or I'll re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. At the conclusion of the auction, which is the fall of the hammer, you'll be required to do one of several things. Sign the memorandum recording the sale, in other words, the contract, pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. They are the rules in which you bid and buy for today. Cash and unconditional is your bidding. Be strong, be resolute with your bidding, buyers. The property itself, though, more formally described as number 7 Sintra Place, Casebrook in Christchurch. It's a freehold parcel of land, some 692 square metres on lot 27, deposited plan 35446. It's contained, it's described in Certificate of Title, Volume 14F, Folio 1162, the Canterbury Land Registry. We offer you vacant possession. You're bidding today, GST inclusive, so what you bid is what you pay. No change to the chattels, I won't go through those. And we take that you've read, you've understood clauses 22 through to 27. You bid, you buy on that basis, and once again, buyers, cash and unconditional is your bidding. Possession and settlement date, one of the same, set down for the 4th of November 2021, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. I'm just going to take you back for one last look at number 7 Sintra before we look for your competitive bidding, buyers. Now, whether you're looking for the whānau or whether you're looking for yourself, Sintra offers you a multitude of options. Love the space, I love the size of it. Approximately some 260 square metres of home, Of course, living spread across both levels, 4 bedrooms, a modern kitchen. It really just sits magnificently. It's fully fenced, giving you added protection for the little ones, whether they be 2-legged or 4-legged. Love the fact that it's set in a quiet cul-de-sac. This is where children play because there's no through traffic. So if you're looking at this for a family home, it's going to be a fabulous offering. Beautiful property, great property, in a wonderful location. Cul-de-sac living doesn't get much better than this. Buyers, I'm in your hands. Call for your opening bids. Where do you see value? What's the quantum? Well, that worked, didn't it? What do you say, buyers? I'm in your hands. Call for an opening bid.
I think it's the TV, Chris.
They do.
It's interaction.
It's like a school dance. A lot of hype, a lot of excitement, but absolutely no action. Is there 500 in the room, buyers? Somebody like to start me? While you hesitate.
500.
500. Welcome to you, Vicky Grace, working with the buyer on the phone at $500,000. There we go. We've got an auction. We're underway at $500,000. Let's move along in 20s if you like. There should be no hesitation in value here at $500,000 with your buyer, Vicky. $500,000. I look for 20 on the rise. Is there 520 anywhere in the room at $500,000? First call then at 500. Twice the money at 500. Welcome to the bidding, madam, at 520. There's your competition, Vicky, at 520. Against you now at 520. Should be no hesitation here at 520. Do you go 40? At $520,000. Look for 40 at 520. We do have a rule.
540.
540, thank you. You've got to bid twice in our auction room, so that means you need to bid 560. Thank you at 560. Should be no hesitation here at 560. $560,000. There's the bid for bedrooms, multiple living at 560. It's against you, Vicky, at 560 bid. $560,000. I look for 80 at 560. And there should be no hesitation at these levels at 560 bid. First time then at 560. Second,
580.
80. Thank you, Vicky. 580. Do you call 600 over here? At 580, I look for 600. 580. 600. Thank you. At 600,000. There we go. At $600,000. It's against you now, Vicky. Need 20 to carry me north at 600,000. $600,000. Is there 20 on? 620. Thank you, Vicky. It's back over here, sir, at 620. I look for 40 from you. At 620's bid here. Great opportunity, beautiful property, but at 640. Thank you. At 640. It's just gone back here at 640. $640,000 the bid. It's like playing tennis, backward and forward. 640's here. I look for 60.
650.
Cutting me down, 10s, okay, at 650. It's 650 here. Do you bid me 670? Stay in the 20s. 650 bid? 70, thank you, at 670. It's over here, Vicky, at 670. At $670,000. Against you now. I prefer 20, but happy to take 10. 670's the call. 680. It's just moved back over here at 680. $680,000. Fairly bid and offered. Great opportunity at 680. First time it's against you. Second, do you go 700? Third call. 680. 680,000. Need an increase. Can't sell it, Vicky. 720. Beautiful. Thank you. At 720. $720,000. At 720's the call. At $720,000. My new best friends at 720. Vicky, it's against you. It's here. 720. It's with you over here. Seated, my new best.
25.
Taking 10s, Vicky. I need 30. Give me 30.
Yeah.
7:30, Vicky.
Pause for a brief conversation.
Thank you. It's 7:30. Folks, bids over here at 7:30. 730. Do you go 750? Should be no hesitation. 730. Great opportunity. 4 bedrooms, over 2 levels, wonderful living, internal garaging at 730. First time then at 730. 740. There we are at 740. At 740, 50 beckons. At 740 called. $740,000 over here seated. My right, your left. 740. 2 in at the stage. At 740. Look for 50. At 740 is the call. 740. Once at 740. Twice.
745, will you take 745?
I'd prefer 50. Try for 50, if you would. Thank you. It's 750. It's over here at 750. Do you go 770? You've been moving in the 20s. Happy for you to stay there. 750 is the bid. At 750. $750 with you, Vicky. First, quickly. Second, third, at 750. Do you call 70? Is there never 10? 750. I look for 10. 750 with you, Vicky. At 750. Caleb Griffian working hard, but at 750 the bid's here. Do you bid 760? One last lunge, perhaps. Where do you buy a 4-bedroom home these days for under this sort of money? At 750. Beautiful opportunity. At 750. Cul-de-sac living. Safe. Secure.
755.
Okay. Look, I'm in a good mood. 755 with you. 755 here, Vicky. I will take 5, but at 755. I prefer more, but at 755. Seated. Just starting to get to know you too at 755. 755,000. First call. Second. Third call. At 755.
757.
757 here, Caleb. 757. 2 in at this stage. At 757. Dorado, are your people bidding? At 757 on the window. 757, Caleb. At 757. Bids with Vicky's buyer. At 757,000.
Okay.
I look for an increase or I look for instructions. At 757. Haven't forgotten about you, but the bid's here. Ask for an increase.
Okay.
We're at 757.
So currently
At 757. Well done, Vicky. 757. Sir, madam, call for an increase. Would you give me 760?
So, I mean, realistically, what have you come to?
At 757. 760 back here, Caleb. Power's just shifted here. Thank you at 760. 760, fairly bid and offered now at 760,000. Against you, Caleb. 760 seated. Need an increase. Need some instructions at 760.
Finding yourself in a multi-offer in a few days' time.
At 760. First.
Okay, the bid is actually against you now anyway.
Second.
Been rounded up.
Third call at 760. Caleb, it's against you. What are we saying?
65. Go to the final push. Get your life back. The next time.
Sorry, folks. I don't have instructions to sell at this point, but it's with you at 760. 760, Caleb.
The bid's against you.
Yep. It's over here with my new best friend, seated my right, your left. But I play no favourites.
Deep breath. Another fine. We do it.
Or do we take a pause?
Will you take it when you give me fine?
760
I'll take instructions.
with you at 760. Auction number 8 of some 12 for the day. Some good results so far. But we're at $760,000. Need an increase. Need an increase. Can't sell it to you at these levels at 760. Can I ask for an increase? No, you sure? But you'll honour your bid at 765 here. 765. Caleb, we may need some instructions at these levels. At 765. Bids here on the phone. At 765. We're looking for instructions as to whether we can move forward. 765. I look back. 770 perhaps. One last lunge.
And we drag
765. Caleb, need some instructions.
Selling.
Selling. Folks, we've hit the magic mark. We're on the market. We sell. I give you 3 opportunities. It's with you, Vicky, at 765. But we now play for keeps. I'm going to sell it at 765,000. First call at 765. It's on the market and selling, folks. Second call at 765. Third final call at 765,000. I need to know if you're out. I'm going to sell it over here at 765. One last chance. Happy to let it go? I'm going to sell it at 765. First, second, third, all done. You're definitely out? Definitely out. Thank you for your bidding at 765. Delighted to announce 7 Central Place in Casebrook. It goes, it is gone and sold. Well done, well fought, well done. Commiserations, folks.
Okay, thank you, Greg.
Thank you once more for your patience. Of course, things just take a little bit longer in these interesting times with COVID-19, just moving people out and then moving in our next people for our next auction. You are all hopefully here for number 40 Beveridge Street in Christchurch Central. By way of introduction, Mark Morrison is my name, merely capping off the great work by young Mike Franklin here. He's been your tour guide towards home ownership in recent weeks. Now, as I mentioned, COVID-19, I will just ask that you have signed in, scanned in, sanitised on the way in, sanitise those hands upon your departure at the conclusion of the auction, keep our masks on, keep our social distancing, and if you become unwell in the next 14 days, if you could just let someone from the Harcourts Gold Management team know of that situation, just so that we can follow processes that Jacinda requires us to do so. We would appreciate you working alongside us in that regard. Now, in terms of the auction itself, as you might expect, our owners have set a confidential reserve price. As the bidders, you get the easiest job of the day. Your job is to get the bidding up and over that reserve price, assuming we can work together to do that. The highest bid, whose bid that I accept, will very simply be the purchaser. I always suggest that you bid quickly and confidently and hold that highest bid at all times, because as per clause 2.6 in the contract, the owners reserve the right to withdraw the property from the auction room and sell it outside of our room. So just ensure that you hold the highest bid and we will speak to you first. I can nominate the sum by which bids increase. I can refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the very best interests of our owners, and if there's any argy-bargy with the bidding, I'm sure there won't be because you all look like upstanding citizens today, but if there's any confusion, I'll simply revert to the last undisputed bid and we will recommence the bidding sequence from there. Now, vendor bidding, that is my sole right and responsibility as the auctioneer. I can place a vendor bid under the reserve price. Any vendor bids that I ever place will be well under our selling instructions, and I will communicate it very, very clearly to you, ironically using language such as vendor bid, or the bid is with me. Best course of action for you lovely folk today is just bid with confidence over and above those vendor bids and we'll be absolutely fine. Now, at the conclusion of the auction, that's the part that you're all here for. If that hammer falls in your favour, well done, congratulations, you are the successful purchaser. Before you commence any celebrations today, we will ask a few simple things of you. Firstly, you'll sign the agreement. Secondly, you will arrange to make a payment of 1/10 or 10% of the purchase price. And thirdly and finally, complete the GST information which is outlined in Schedule 1. So folks, those are the rules of engagement today. That is how we will play our game of auction today. Very transparent, despite the fact we're all wearing masks. Change your mind as many times as you like and you will not offend me, so make yourself known to me throughout the course of the auction and we'll work happily together. Mike Franklin, as I said, has been your lead agent representing this wonderful and compelling property at number 40 Beveridge Street. The legal fraternity describe it a little more formally. They refer to it as being an estate and freehold. It is 256 very precise and precise square metres of that freehold parcel land. That's lot 2. Deposited Plan 531941, all outlined and detailed in that certificate of title that Mike's been filing through to your emails in the last few weeks. Settlement date set down for Friday, the 29th of October 2021. I note we have some registered telephone bidders who may come into play, so don't be surprised if some of my licensed colleagues are representing interested parties. I've seen the paperwork, very happy to move forward on that process. I'll communicate and point out those bidders should they come into play here today. Schedule 2. That outlines the list of chattels. I note there that the fridge freezer is a recent addition, so just letting everyone know that that is a chattel that will be there come settlement date. And those further terms of sale, you bid and you buy on that basis today, being clauses 22 through to 24. As I said before, cash and unconditional is king here today. Well, let's just go and have a look at number 40 one last time. I think this is the sort of home that you can have your cake and actually eat it too, because you get the right amount of space, you get the right amount of living, the situation is just so perfect, and normally that sort of home, that sort of situation reserved for outside of the 4As, but here you get it within the coveted 4 avenues of Christchurch, so you get that location and you get that flexibility in the living at the same time. Quality and sophistication, well, that's around every corner, and I think that that will mean you will have friends visiting and you will have neighbours that are seeking out your friendship at the same time, because they want to come round and see you here at number 40. It's just classy, it's classic in every situation. I love that timber and steel stairway that leads you in and that guides you upstairs. You've got those absolutely two heavenly bedrooms upstairs, the bathroom, and that extra space on the landing. That's a nice spot to be. Beyond the kitchen, coming back downstairs, that's your master bedroom. You've got the tiled ensuite, you've got the walk-in wardrobe, as you would expect of a home of this quality and ilk. Now, I love downstairs masters. If you've ever been to one of my auctions before, it just makes life so easy. It means if you're just simply too lazy, like I am, to go upstairs at the end of the day, or perhaps you've overindulged at one of the numerous city bars, then it is an easy transition to the bed at the end of the night. Love the double garaging. That completes the equation here. I think you'll be making good use of the double garage, because in this location, words such as Uber and Lime are going to be reoccurring in your world. The location just makes absolute sense. No surprises to see good numbers here for our auction today. My instructions are very, very clear this morning. Well, it's the afternoon now, and that is to open the bidding at 950,000 on a vendor bid with me. 950 with me. Who's got 975 to kick things along? Over the far side, sir. Good luck to you at 975,000. I make $1 million the next rung up the ladder. Who's got it for me? First chance. There we go, Margaret. Thank you. Working with the buyer on the phone at $1 million and 1025. Would you say, sir? At $1,025,000, I have. Straight back at $1,050,000. Is it, Margaret? Once called with my starter.
1.1.
1.1. Even better. Put 75 on. At 1.1, do you match that, sir, and go 1.175? All the action across this side of the room doesn't need to be that way, however. Numerous other parties here. First call at 1.1. Twice call. Bid here, so I'm going to take it at 75, at 11.75 with you. Matching Margaret Danger's bid at 1,175,000. Thank you. Working with Narina at 1,175,000. 3 in it at the stage. At 1.2, squares the ledger at 1,200,000. 25 and 25 here. 1,225,000 the bid. 1,250,000, welcome in, sir. At 1,250,000, here we go at 1,275,000. At 1,275,000, Central City. 1.3, thank you, Margaret. At 1,300,000. Can't pick who's going next. Here we go, got it here at 132 and 5. At 1 3/8. Bid here at 1,350,000 with you. Welcome back. Sticking in the 25s. Who goes 1.4? But at 1,300,000. Bid here. 1.4. Asking for it and he gives it. At 1,400,000. Nicely done, sir. Nice entry into the race. At 1,400,000. Who's got 450,000? Once called. At 1,400,000. Just the 25, absolutely, sir. Happy to work with you in that regard. At 1,425,000. Cool, calm and collected. 145. Thank you, Margaret. Welcome back. At 1,450,000. Is it here at 475 or perhaps down here? Once called. Got you over there, the far side. My starter at 1,475,000. Fairly big. Good interest in this home. You take encouragement from that. Here we go at 1,500,000. Nicely done. At 1.5, and is it 525, sir, on your behalf? There we go, at 1,525,000. First call, at 5, 2 and 5. Sir, down here, got you there, sir, at 1,550,000. Good social proof, this is good real estate.
Mark, we've got instructions, we're on the market and selling.
Already we're selling, very good, okay. At 1,550,000, there we go, I sell the property. That's the curtain raiser out of the way, now this is the main event. We're on the market and we sell. Who do I sell to? At 575 here with you. At 1,575,000. Who's got 1.6? 1.6, sir. And 625. At 1 5/8 of a million. At 1,625,000. First call. At 1,650,000. Nicely done. And 675. 1,675,000 the bid. Just the 2 in it now. Welcome in more. Selling. First. Bid. Got you there, sir, at 1.7. Nicely done. Welcome back. 725. 750, sir. Simple nod will do. On the knot. At 1,750,000. You just go 1.8, sir. No? More? At 1,750,000 selling. First chance, down the middle. 1,760, very good. Back to tens now. Down to the nitty gritty. I'll take 10 here at 1,770. At 1,770,000. Selling away. Downstairs master. A masterpiece in general, I think, at 1,770,000. First call. Selling. 780, and I sell here. So the master bedroom would be very good for someone on crutches. There'd be no doubt about that. At 1,780,000, you should buy it for that fact alone. But I sell here, all jokes aside, first, second, here at 1,780, is it 790? Third and final, I'll take 5 from you if it helps, sir. Otherwise, I sell here at 1,780. Narina, how are your folk looking? Any more? You're out. Thank you, Narina. Appreciate the transparency. How are we looking over here? All done. Thank you at 1,780,000. You absolutely sure across the far side? Pretty much. Jeez, that's not conclusive. Hammers up. Need to know. Hard to tell with the mask, so I do give everyone just a little bit more time. All done. Appreciate the bidding. Mike will help you into your next home, I'm absolutely sure of it. At 1,780,000. Good luck, folks. You've done it. You've bought it. Delighted to announce 40 Beveridge Street. It goes, and it is sold here. Well done. Well done. Congratulations. Very well done. Well bought. Well fought.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very warm welcome to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. By way of introduction, my name is Chris Kennedy. Indeed, my very real pleasure to be your auctioneer this afternoon for number 147 Yoldhurst Road in Avonhead. My role as auctioneer, simply complete the wonderful work as she walks out the door. Sandra O'Brien, she's been your lead marketing consultant. She's taken you down that driveway of due diligence. Sandra, wonderful campaign. You all set to go?
Yes, we are. Thanks.
Good luck to you, and of course, good luck to our wonderful owners. I do remind you, guys, that we work under Alert Level 2 COVID rulings, which do say scan on the way in, sanitise on the way in, sanitise on the way out. Please remain in the bubbles you're in, and please keep your masks on. Should you fall ill in the next 10 to 14 days, please see your medical practitioner and do let us know, because we'll have some jobs to do, I'm sure. But if you would just stay safe, stay in your bubbles, and we'll be abundantly happy at that. Now, I know that Sandra, she will have made all the relevant documentation available. Of course, the LIM, the title, and the contract in which we work from. It's to that contract I now take you. It'll come as no surprise, our sellers, they've set a confidential reserve price. It shall not be disclosed to the bidders, but subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid I accept shall be the purchaser. As your auctioneer, I'll nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised. I can refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the best interest of our owners. I, a real estate agent acting for the seller, may submit a bid on behalf of any other person, and as your auctioneer, I'll endeavour to identify such parties as we move through this afternoon's auction. Now, pursuant to 2.6 of the contract, our seller reserves the right to withdraw the property for sale before it's been sold without declaring the reserve price. What that refers to is if we don't reach our reserve price, I'm simply going to pause. We're going to have a conversation with the highest bidder. After that conversation, we'll come back into the room here and announce one of several things. Our buyers and our sellers may or may not have altered their instructions. We may or may not be on the market and selling. Or our sellers have exercised their right under 2.6 of the contract. They've withdrawn it from the auction and they've sold it outside of the room. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen from time to time. If you wish to be spoken to first, you need to hold that highest bid, as we will talk to you first. Now, our seller has given myself and myself alone the exclusive rights to bid on their behalf. Should I place a bid on behalf of our sellers, be assured it'll be well below that reserve price, well below it, and I'll clearly identify it with terminology such as vendor bid or bidding on behalf of the owners. I'll make it abundantly clear. If a dispute arises concerning any bid, I'll simply determine that dispute, or I'll re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. Now, should the hammer fall in your favour, you'll be required to do three things. Sign the memorandum recording the sale, pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. They are the rules, the regulations in which you bid and buy for today. Cash and unconditional is your bidding. Be strong with your bidding. We'll take our time as everybody's masked, but be strong with your bidding, buyers. It's a wonderful market out there. Better to be in the market than chasing it along. The property itself, though, it's more formally described as number 147 Yoldhurst Road, Avonhead in Christchurch City. Now, this is a freehold parcel of land, some 607 square metres. It is on Lot 1, deposited plan 28504. It's contained and described in Certificate of Title, Volume 10B, Folio 239 of the Canterbury Land Registry. We offer you vacant possession today, and your bidding, it is GST inclusive. So what you bid is what you pay. No change to the chattels. I'm not going to go through that. We take that you've read clauses 22 through to 25. You bid, you buy on that basis. I do remind you, though, that there is a claim and a credit that will come your way at settlement of some $7,241.08. Factor that into your bidding, buyers, because that's going to be credited to you at time of settlement. We take that you've read, you've understood that. You bid and buy on that basis. I'm just going to take you back one last time to remind you of what we have on offer here. This, to me, is a wonderful family home. It's a wonderful starter pack, and we all need to start somewhere, and this is a starter pack in the heart of Avonhead. I think it's got a fabulous floor plan with its multiple living spaces. There's a bit of upside, there's improvement. You can make it your own. You can take it, mould it, stamp it, and be a beautiful family home. I love the big floor-to-ceiling glass windows. It's just magnificent. It's bright, it's sunny, it lets all the light in every day. It would be like living in a sun bubble all the time. It's just fabulous. Fully fenced section, double garaging. Gee, this is a great property. This is a fabulous property. 4 beautiful big bedrooms. It just doesn't get much better than this. Stunning home, great location. What's the quantum? Where do you see value? In your hands, buyers. Well, that worked, didn't it? You're supposed to get all excited, throw your hands in the air. Look, is there 520,000 in the room anywhere? Is there a bid for 520? Surely. Well, with me then on a vendor bid, no hesitation. $520,000 vendor bid here at 520, and I look for 40 on the rise at 520. I look for 540. Is there 540 anywhere at 520? 4 bedrooms, 2 livings, great location at 520. Look for 20 on the 40. Thank you, Sandra. Good luck, folks. Hope to see you at the end. We've now got an auction. We're underway at 540. 540, ladies and gentlemen. I look for 60 on the rise at 40 bid now at 540 with my new best friends. My left, your right, seated at 540.
550?
Sorry? You know what? I'm in a really good mood today. Yes, $550,000. There you go. No hesitation. 550 affords you the same courtesy. 60, beautiful. That's the way to do it at 560. Come back at 70. You've started something. 70 bid now at 570 and 80 with you if you like at 580 confidently. There's the social proof that Mark Morrison talks about at $580,000. 580, 90 with you if you like. It's over here at 580. I need 90 from you, sir, to carry on.
590.
Thank you at 590. Leaves that door at 600 open. 610, even better. Beautiful. At $610,000. I did hear that right, didn't I? 610. Thank you at 610. Can I say 20 with you? At 610's the bid here. No pressure, but everybody's looking at you.
625.
625, even better. Puts 15 on. Do you play with that same game? 640. Beautiful. 640. 640, another 15 on at 640. Once at 640. It's against you now. Do you go 655? Oh, don't shake your neck. It's chiropractically damaging. It's a bit of movement. 640 to bid. 640 with you at $640,000. 640, guys. Once at 640. Do you have 10? Take me to 650. Twice at 640. Third call then at 640. Gentlemen, do you want to play? No? Okay. Can't sell it at the stage. Don't have instructions. Can I call for an increase? Call for an increase. Don't have instructions to sell it. Could we say 660? 640. 640 is the call now, buyers. Looking for an increase from here at $640,000. Sir, I was just starting to get to know you. Can I call for an increase? 640 the bid's here. You sure? All right, okay. Just trying to help you get into the property ladder. 640 is the bid. 640, gentlemen. All right, Mark. No, you're an auctioneer. 640, 640.
Seems good buying.
Seems good buying to me too, Mark. Great property, great location. Where do you buy property in Avonhead at 640,000? Need an increase, buyers, at 640. 640,000, fairly bid and offered. How are you, Claire? Nice to see you in the auction rooms. 640, $640,000. Bids with you, sir. Need an increase. Can't sell it. That was a pause for effect, but once again, little effect at 640. 640, fairly bid and offered. Wonderful opportunity, great location in the heart of Avonhead. Ease of access to and from the city, out to the airport. out to that wonderful, wonderful shopping centre out there at Hornby, under huge development out there, going really, really well. At 650, thank you very much, at 650. $650,000, fairly bid and offered now at 650 bid. 650, 6.5's the call for bedrooms, multiple living at 650. It's big, it's bright, it's sunny. 650 bid. Anna McKenzie, Sandra O'Brien, working hard. We'll have to replace the carpet in the back of the room by the end of the day. 650 bid. Wonderful opportunity. I call back to my other bidders and ask, happy for you to change your mind? No? Okay. Okay. I've got to ask, just trying to help. 650's bid. Gentlemen, you've been very quiet in the front row. You're good, thank you. Okay, all right. Just thought I'd ask. Yes, yeah. Obviously brought up very well, saying thank you at the end of the sentence. 650's the bid. What are we saying, buyers? It's 650. Don't have those instructions, so I'm trying to work with you, but it's 650. 650. And Mackenzie's whispering. 650, but we can still hear it. $650,000. $650. It's got a very functional kitchen, 4 beautiful bedrooms. Great for you, the family, or somebody else's family. Come and visit. You'll have guests all day long in this location. 650. Waiting instructions at 650. At 650, I was there just last week. The sun was streaming in. Fabulous location, easy to get to, main arterial route, offering loads and loads of upside at 650. $650. 6.5. What are we saying? It's 650. Do we need to take a pause at 650 perhaps? Big discussions. Got to be mindful that those discussions are in fact working for all parties, both buyers and sellers, at 650,000.
One more, please.
651. 651, sir. Confirm the bid. 651. Yep, 651. Thank you. It's 651. I don't have those instructions, but I'm sure they'll come. I'm waiting for them at 651. Hold tight, sir, at 651. 651's the bid. It's cash. It's unconditional. $651. It's 651. As I've said, it's in a great location for bedrooms, good big living. You've got a couple of choices.
We're on the market, it's selling.
Happy to sell, team?
Yeah.
Thanks for your instructions. Good luck. Hold tight, sir. 651. We're on the market. I'm going to sell it to you for the want of another bid. I'm going to check the room, 3 options, and then I sell it to you if there's no further bidding. But at 651, I look down here, so I'm going to sell it at 651. You happy for me to sell? At 651, I take your silence as yes. At 651, first, second, third final call. Delighted to announce 147 Yoldhurst Road. It goes, it is sold. Well bought, well bought. To my owners, my thanks. To the underbidders, my commiserations. Stand tall. Great buying, good property. Gentlemen, good afternoon and a very, very warm welcome to this afternoon's auctions of Unit 1 and 2, 224 Waimari Road in Ireland. By way of introduction, my name's Chris Kennedy. Indeed, my very real pleasure to be your auctioneer for the last two offerings of a program of some 12 auctions that we have called today. I do remind you that we work today under Alert Level 2 COVID rules. We ask that you have scanned on the way in. We ask that you've sanitised coming in and you sanitise going out. We also ask that you remain in your bubbles with your masks on where you are currently sitting at the moment. And we also ask that should you fall ill in the next 10 to 14 days, that you do go and seek some medical advice, and please do let us know because we'll have some jobs and things to do as well. So if you do that, we greatly, greatly appreciate it. As your auctioneer, my role, quite simply to complete the wonderful work of our lead marketing consultant, Leanne Marriott. Leanne's taken you on that tour of home ownership over the past 3 weeks. She's completed all that due diligence and fed you with all of the information to make some good decisions. So buyers, I wish you all the very, very best. Now, it'll come as no surprise that Leanne will have made all the relevant documentation available, the LIM, the title and the contract in which we work from. It's to that contract I now take you. Now, I'm going to give you the conduct of auction for both units now. It will apply for both properties. My understanding is that everybody is here across both properties today. So, it'll come as no surprise that our sellers have set a confidential reserve price. It shall not be disclosed to the bidders. But subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid I accept shall be the purchaser. As your auctioneer, I can nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised, and I can refuse a bid should I deem it not to be in the best interests of our owners. I, a real estate agent acting on behalf of the seller, may submit a bid on behalf of any other person, and as your auctioneer, I'll endeavour to identify such parties as we move through both auctions this afternoon. I do note that a number of our colleagues are in the room today from our own office, and colleagues around the city will endeavour to identify those parties. Now, our owners have given myself alone, the exclusive rights to bid on their behalf. Should I place a bid on behalf of them, on behalf of our owners, be assured it will be well below the reserve price. I'll clearly identify it with terminology such as vendor bid. I'll make it abundantly clear that it is a vendor bid. Our owners also reserve the right to withdraw their properties from sale before they've been sold without declaring the reserve price. What that means is that if we don't reach our reserve price, I'm simply going to pause. I'm going to have a conversation with the highest bidder. After those conversations, we'll come back into the room and we'll announce one of several things. Our buyers and sellers may or may not have altered their instructions. We may or may not be on the market and selling. Or in fact, our owners have exercised their right under 2.6 of the contract. They've withdrawn the property from auction and they've sold it outside the room. Now, it doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen from time to time. If you wish to be spoken to first, you need to hold that highest bid. Now, if a dispute arises concerning any bid, I'll simply determine that dispute, or I'll re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. Should the hammer fall in your favour, you'll be required to sign the memorandum recording the sale, in other words, the contract. Pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. They are the rules in which you bid and buy for today. Cash and unconditional is your bidding. Good luck, buyers. Good luck with your bidding. Leanne, are you all set to go? Good luck to you, and of course, good luck to our wonderful owners. I'm going to take you to the back unit first. That's the one at the rear, formerly described as Unit 2, 224 Waimari Road, Ireland, Christchurch City. Now, this is a cross lease in freehold. It is flat 2, deposit of plan 30511 on lot 2, deposit of plan 27354, having a share in some 607 square metres. It's contained and described in Certificate of Title, Volume 46C, Folio 183 of the Canterbury Land Registry. We offer you today a tenancy in place, and in fact it is a periodic tenancy, and it is at some $320 per week. And if I quickly run that through my mathematical brain, I'm working that out to be about $16,640 in rent per annum if you annualise that out. That would be my calculation. I do stand corrected. We offer that with a periodic tenancy. No change to the chattels buyers, no change at all to those chattels list. I won't go through that. We take that you've read clauses 22 through to 26.3. You bid, you buy on that basis. We also note that on settlement, the vendors shall credit the purchaser with some $3,568 and some 11 cents. Factor that into your bidding, buyers. That's a credit coming your way on settlement. Possession, settlement date, set down for one of the same. That's the 29th of October 2021, or any other such date as may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Now, I remind you, we are bidding on the rear unit of 2. But I take you back. The rear unit of 2, as I've said, well, I think it's well positioned, offering large sunny living with the conservatory really nice and bright. It's light, of course, 2 very good bedrooms and a well-appointed kitchen. It really fits nicely on this site. The rear yard is secure, it's well fenced, it's built in the 70s, and I'd have to say it's a real privilege. It's been held by our owners for the past 20 odd years. Fabulous offering. My instructions, buyers, open the bidding at $350,000. At $350, is there 70 in the room at $350? Welcome to you, sir. Sorry? 3? I'm at 3.
Yeah, 400.
400, even better. 400,000. 410. There you go, 410. There's your competition. Welcome to you, madam, at 410.
420.
20 now and 30 if you like.
425.
No, I'm taking 10.
430.
430, thank you, at 430. At 430, there's your competition at 430 bid now.
450.
450. 450, back to you. 455. Oh, you what? Finished. 450. There's the bid at $450,000. 450, ladies and gentlemen, at 450. First call at 450. Second.
Are we on market?
Mate, we've been on the market for 2 weeks. We're not quite selling yet, but at 450, I'll take a bid. We'll see how we get on. 470 over here at 470. Would you like to place a bid? 470 is the call at $470,000. I look back to you at 470. No increase at 470. Once, twice. Third call in at 470. Can't sell it to you at 470, sir. Need an increase. Or, sir, I look to you perhaps for a bid. But at 470, the bid's over here at 470. $470,000. I look for an increase. 470 bid at 470. Lauren, can you get your buyer up?
Okay, 500.
$500,000. Great place to go. We're at 500, Anna, at 500,000. May need an increase from there because I don't have those instructions. At 500,000. $500,000 the bid, sir. Can I call you back at 520, perhaps? At 500,000. Sir, I look to you. No? 520. 500, I should say, at $500,000 the bid. At 500, I look to the front. No, out. Wait for the next one. Good. At 500,000. At $500,000, what are we saying from here? At 500. Is there an increase, sir? 500,000?
527.
527. Specific. At 527. Don't know how you get there, but I'm happy to take it at 527,000. 527's the bid. Look for instructions.
We have instructions, change of instructions, we're on the market and selling.
We're selling. I'm going to look to our owners. We're selling. Happy to sell. Congratulations. Thank you. Hold tight, sir. But at 527, you've done it. I don't know how, but at 527, I'm going to sell it to you. Okay, you tell me after this. But at 527, I sell. First, second, third call at 527. Delighted to announce the rear unit, Unit 2, 224 Waimari. It goes, it is gone and sold. Well fought, well bought. I'll just tidy some paperwork, put some bidding music on, and we'll come back to Unit 1 very shortly. Welcome back to the front of the room. Let's move forward to the last auction of the day. And as I say, welcome to the last auction. We now move to Unit 1, the front unit of number 224 Waimari Road. Once again, my role quite simply to complete the wonderful work of your lead marketing consultant, Leanne Marriott. Leanne, you all set to go? Beautiful. Good luck to you, and of course, good luck to our owners. The property, though, the postie knows this one as 1-224 Waimari Road, Island, Christchurch City. Once again, this is a cross lease in freehold. This is flat 1, deposited plan 30511. On lot 2, deposited plan 27354. And once again, it's got having a half interest in some 607 square metres, more or less, and it is on certificate of title, volume 46C, folio 182 of the Canterbury Land Registry. Once again, your bidding is cash and unconditional, but once again, GST inclusive is your bidding. What you bid is what you pay. We also offer a periodic tenancy, and that is periodic at some $310 a week. As I work through that, my view, 16,120 if you annualise that out would be what I would come up with.
Just worked it out then?
Yes, I did. I just worked it out. And of course, we take that you've read, you've understood clauses. I did, mate.
Very good. Incredible.
22 through to 26. You bid, you buy on that basis. And once again, there is a settlement, a passing over of money of some $5,618 and some 70 cents. That comes your way at the time of settlement. Possession, settlement date, one of the same as the back one, the 29th of October 2021, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Last auction of the day, I'll just take you back there. Welcome back to Waimari Road. The back one sold well and is a very good property. This one sits in the front. It's that front unit, that all-important unit. Once again, you know, it's 2 double bedrooms, spacious lounge with open plan kitchen. It's tidy, but it's in original condition. And we know that, and we know that there's some upside. You could take it, put your own mark on it. And, of course, single access garaging. There's upside to this. Room to stamp your mark. 2 bedrooms. It really is. Fabulous offering. First home or investment. This is the first of the many. This could be the first of your many investments. 2 double bedrooms. Cracking good property. My instructions. Open the bidding. $340,000. 340. You saw how it went last time. I looked for 20 on the rise at 340.
$450.
Oh, beautiful. Straight in at 450. Welcome to the bidding, sir. $450,000. 450 is the bid now, ladies and gentlemen, at 450. 450, fairly bid and offered. I look for 70 on the rise at 450 at $450,000. Is there 70 in the room? Or 60 at 450? $450,000 with you, sir, at 450 at $450,000. Once, twice. Third call then at 450. Is there a bid? 5? No? Okay. Thank you. 450. With you, sir, at 450. Can't sell it to you at 450. Need some more instructions at 450. 450,000. Can I call for an increase, sir? At 450. 450,000. Fairly bid and offered at 450. Last of the day, although we do have 2 brought forward auctions tomorrow, but at 450, at 450. Could we see an increase at 450? Or are you happy to wait? Would you give me 460?
55.
Okay. Anna, 55.
Okay,
455.
still not on the market.
Okay, 455. Thought this was my show, but Darth has stepped in to take over at 455. 455. We call it Darth Vader. 455 is the bid. 455. Fairly bid and offered. Great opportunity at 455. Tightly held for 20 years in the same family. Beautiful opportunity.
Still free.
Oh, she's funny. 455. It's a good job it's the last. At 4.55. Can I call for an increase? I don't know what the conversation is over there, but I don't have the instructions to sell it to you. But at 4.55, great opportunity. 4.55. $455,000. Look for an increase. At 455,000. Will you buy property in Christchurch at this level? At 455, fairly bid and offered. We will need to replace that carpet in the back of the room. At 455 bid. Was brand new last week until Anna came back. Wore a trail at 455. Sir, can I call for an increase at 455? Okay. All right. Anna McKenzie. She'll have to strong arm you into this one at 455. $455,000 is the bid. Cash and unconditional at 455. At 455. Great opportunity. If you're here to buy property, now's the time to do it. It'll only be more expensive tomorrow, but at 455 the bid. Working hard, 455. If you're into cars, it's a nice Maserati across the road at 455. I didn't spot that.
Probably costs about 455,000.
Yeah, at 455. A unit, a Maserati, just not sure how that works.
Not comfortable to sleep in the old Maserati.
No, they're not. No, it's a bit difficult to sleep in a Maserati. At 455.
You'll make me go down. You'll make me go down this 455. Sign 457.
457, thank you, sir. At 457. 457 the bid. What do we say from here, buyers? At 457,000.
The 458, the Ferrari.
Yes, the last naturally aspirated Ferrari to ever be built, Mark. At 458 it was. They went to turbochargers after that, naturally aspirated, beautiful car, the 458 Ferrari.
Permission to be on the market and sell it.
I just checked, we sell at 457. Thank you, good luck, thank you for your instructions, take care. But at 457, I'm going to sell it to you at 457. I give you one last chance in the front row at 457. Lovely, thank you, out with grace at 457. First, second, third final call. Delighted to announce that Unit 1, 224 Waimari, it goes, it is gone and sold. Well fought, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes a catalogue of some 12 auctions today. We thank you for coming along. We ask you to take care out there. We have 2 brought forward auctions tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Love to see you back here then. And a further 13 next week. Take care, look after yourselves. Hope to see you all again. Thank you.